morning. This is a simple sing-along. All I want you to do is every time I say we come together, repeat after me. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. Woo! Take a look at the person next to you. Say, God loves you and I love you too. Feel the love in your sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. Oh, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come
Thank you, Eddie Watkins Jr. We may not be in the same room to come together, but we are in the same spirit, same consciousness. Welcome to this live stream service. I'm Justin Epstein, author of the top-selling book, Super You, and minister of the Unity Center of New York City. Happy to have Eddie Watkins Jr. with us again this week. And also we're happy to have back with us Karen Drucker. Welcome back, Karen. So we're going to do a little sing-along here, and Karen Drucker is going to lead us. It's in Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise.
Okay, here's a great sing-along for you. This is something you can affirm every day, and it's going to make you feel better, I guarantee it. Listen to once. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. I'm happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. That's the whole thing. Got it? Sing with me now. Here we go. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Sing that again. I'm happy, healthy, wealthy, and I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. I'll sing this part to you. A little birdie told me that life is so sweet. When I listen to her song, I know I am complete. I have all the keys to love, joy, and peace. That power is infinite, and love will increase. All right, here's your part now. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. I'm happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Here's my part. A little birdie told me that life is so sweet. When I listen to her song, I know I am complete. I have all the keys to love, joy, and peace. And that power is infinite, and love will increase. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Declare it now. Say, I'm happy, and healthy, and wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Every day I'm happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. I declare it now. I'm happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Sing it out. Happy, healthy, wealthy. I'm so happy, I'm so healthy, and I'm so wise. So every day I'm going to say that, and look in the mirror and say, I am happy, healthy, and wise. And so it is, amen.
Thank you, Karen. Good thing for us to affirm healthy, wealthy, and wise. Why not, right? That's a good combination. I love it. A few community highlights for you. We understand that an online experience doesn't compare to being able to worship in fellowship, and we're taking as many steps as possible to help bring our message of healing and inspiration to you. For the time being, all our services are being offered in full with additional weekly content for you to browse at your convenience. Important links are posted in the video descriptions, and you can rewatch any of our services at any time from the comfort of your own home. If you experience difficulties with one of our online platforms, please consider switching to another so you can continue to watch without interruption. Please like us on Facebook to be the first to receive notifications for our weekly content. A Sunday service reminder post is live the entire week and pinned to the top of our page every Friday to make it easy for you to find. Feel free to browse our page for vegan recipes, a book of the week suggestion, a variety of live videos and clips, and for special announcements as they come up. Find us on YouTube, where you can view our full video library of Unity Center and Justin Epstein videos. Type the link below into a new tab on your browser to visit my channel, where you can subscribe and view all of the videos that we are currently releasing, including the live meditations and mindful moments from Facebook, in addition to playlists sorted to help you find inspiration on a variety of topics. If you're already watching us on YouTube, please consider clicking the link in the lower right corner to subscribe to our channel and be the first to know when new videos are posted. Our new website is live and optimized for our new online ministry. We're happy to offer a fully redesigned site for your convenience with links to our live streams on both Facebook and YouTube, a chance to learn more about me and the Unity Center, a convenient page to donate, and much more. Please visit us at unitycenternyc.com to learn more about us. Based on your feedback, we've made it easier than ever to support the Unity Center. If you believe in our mission of spreading the message of joy, healing, and positivity, please consider donating at the link shown below. You can also find a clickable link in the live chat role, in the video description under See More, and on our website, unitycenternyc.com. Thank you for your support. And now, with that in mind, let's go ahead and have our prosperity celebration. We know that all the great masters and teachers teach us that abundance is ours. And part of receiving abundance is to think in terms of giving. Now, we know that you have many places you can give, and we appreciate your support to the Unity Center. Your support helps us do what we do and helps us expand what we're doing so that we can bring this message of hope, positivity, healing, and prosperity and abundance to more people worldwide. So thank you for your support. Let's take a moment now to bless our donations, our gifts, our tithes, and let us bless these gifts, knowing that divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. Together, divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. And so it is. Amen. And now we're going to prepare. Whoops. There goes my stopwatch. Now we're going to prepare for a guided meditation. And to lead us into that guided meditation, we're going to sing a little song. It's a quiet song. It's repetitive to help get our minds focused in the now so that we can tune in to that universal consciousness that's at the center of our being. So Eddie Watkins Jr. is going to lead us in God Is, I Am.
God is, I am right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am. God is, I am. Right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am. God is, I am. Right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am. Now, right now, I'd like to invite you to repeat after me. God is, I am. Right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am.
I invite you now to sit upright for this guided meditation. And let's take a nice, long, deep breath together. And now send the message to every muscle to relax and to let go. Relax and let go. Become aware of your feet and your calves and your thighs and send the message, relax, relax. Let your abdomen and stomach relax. Relax your shoulders, your arms, your hands. Relax the muscles in your chest. Just sending the message, relax and let go. Relax the muscles in your back, the upper, the middle, and the lower back. Feel your hands relaxing, your fingers open, receptive to the spirit within you, to the universal consciousness that you are. God being you. Become aware of your neck, relaxing the front and the back and the sides. Relaxing the muscles of your face, your cheeks, your eyes, your nose, your ears, your lips, your tongue, your forehead and your scalp. From the top of your head to the bottoms of your feet, relaxing and letting go. And now scanning your body, and just seeing, is there still some place that needs to let go and relax? You might want to gently tense and release that part of your body. And now we move beyond our thinking by focusing on the breathing. Whenever your attention is focused on your breathing, then you're not thinking. Your mind can become still and you can experience presence. You can experience consciousness expressing as you. So let's bring our awareness now to our breathing and just feel the inhalation and the exhalation. And when your thoughts wander and you find yourself beginning to think, just bring them back to the breathing. At the end of the meditation, you can think all you want to. But for now, let's give us that inner rest of stillness and that tuning in to joy and power at the center of our being. So watching the breathing as it comes in and goes out. And now as the breath flows in, mentally think the words, God is. And as the breath flows out, I am. God is on the inhalation. I am on the exhalation. And now let's take a nice, long, deep breath. And just enjoy the quiet, enjoy the stillness. Perhaps notice what you're feeling and be present to whatever you're feeling. And imagine now at the center of your being, a little point of light grows brighter and brighter and brighter, filling your whole being, filling the room where you are, filling the whole space where you're living or where you are right now. And imagine that light encompasses the entire planet. And that light streams beyond the planet throughout the galaxy and throughout the universe. There is one universal consciousness. And you are part of that one living consciousness, that one living being. And all friends and family are uplifted in this awareness. All people whose names have been submitted to the Unity Center for Prayer are uplifted in this consciousness. And every person on the planet itself, all the animals, the earth, all of life, included in this one consciousness. And we trust that healing and peace and joy and harmony, wisdom and guidance, and all good is influencing everyone and everything on the planet right now. And we're grateful for that. And now we bring our awareness back to the body, back to the place where we're meditating. We let our eyes adjust to the lighting. And so it is. Amen.
I can feel you in the morning sun. I can see you in the sky above, and I can hear you in the gentle breeze. You are always in always with me. And I can feel you in the morning sun. I can see you in the sky above, and I can hear you in the gentle breeze. You are always in always with me. Always with me. And I can feel you in the morning sun. I can see you in the sky above, and I can hear you in the gentle breeze. You are always in always with me. Never a moment that you are far from my heart. You're always in always with me. I can feel you in the morning sun. I can see you in the sky above. I can hear you in the gentle breeze. You are always in always with me. In always with me. You are always with me. You are always with me, and always with me, always with me.
Thank you, Karen Drucker, for that beautiful song. When I was a senior in high school, I got involved in my first romantic relationship, and there was a lot of wonderful things about it. And I have a lot of great memories. However, we were different temperaments, and we had different priorities in life, I'd say, and we had a lot of clashes, and there was a lot of emotional drama. Of course, we were kids, teenagers, really, and it was difficult. And I started to see parts of myself that I didn't like. And consequently, I started to see things in her I didn't like and things in other people that I didn't like. Throw that on top of going away to college and starting to wonder what the purpose of life was. Everything seemed, I felt what one sage called anguishing monotony. Okay, maybe I was burned out too from high school, but I just didn't see the point of going out, getting a job, making lots of money, blah, 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 climbing the ladder. It just seemed meaningless, really. It had to be done, but I wasn't excited about it. I remember looking in the mirror and looking at somebody I didn't recognize, there was no energy in my eyes. I felt lethargic, and then throw in the fact that because of all this that was going on inside of me, I wasn't the person I had been. And I felt uncomfortable with people because I was self-conscious. I was like, there was a lot going on inside of me. And I just developed social anxiety. All that going on. And for the first time in my life, I was unhappy. And I didn't know how to get out of it. I didn't know how to, before I had been friendly and loving and happy, and now I was not liking myself, others, and the world. And I didn't know how to get out of it. So one day, I had actually picked up one of my mother's books a year or so ahead of time. Well, before that, I went back and started to read that book. It was called To Know Yourself. It was Indian philosophy that gave me some hope. And then one morning, I was at my girlfriend's house, a Sunday morning, and on the TV was a Christian program, The Hour of Power. They called it Positive Christianity with Robert Schuller. And he was talking about his new book, The Be Happy Attitudes, based on the Beatitudes of Jesus. Well, it wasn't long after when she surprised me with a gift of that book, and I devoured it. That, along with reading The Power of Positive Thinking, which I had come across in Psychology 101, it was one of the listed books to do a book report on, and I chose it not knowing it was based on the New Testament, specifically what Jesus taught. Not knowing at that time that Norman Vincent Peale was a student of the Unity teachings. So all of this became a life raft for me to try to find my way once again. I knew something was wrong. I'd been happy, I'd been loving, I'd been friendly, and now I wasn't. I'd been confident, and now I wasn't. I was unhappy for the first time in my life. So I started to learn that I had been a prisoner of my mind. Now, before that, I had been automatically a positive person. I guess I had good role models in many ways. And maybe, who knows what other contributed to it, but I was confident in all that stuff. But it was automatic. When the automatic ways of being and thinking got interrupted, I was lost. And you know what? I think a lot of people are lost. A lot of people are prisoners of their minds. They're reactive. If something out here happens that's not good, they react. They don't realize that their brain, their thoughts, they're reacting to life around them. And in a sense, they're a slave of their own mind. They're a prisoner of their own mind. And I hadn't learned that yet, but I began to realize it. I had become a prisoner of my negative attitudes, which I'd never had before. And I didn't realize it. I was like the person, I used to work at a deli in a spiritual community up in Northern California for a few years. And to make a little extra money, I worked in the deli. And one day this person came in and I said, "How are you doing?" And he said, "The weather's horrible." And being a student of spiritual teachings and so on, I said, "But how are you doing?" "Well, didn't you hear me? I'm terrible. The weather's awful." I didn't say much else. I wasn't there to teach them. But there you go, reactive. Here I am giving a talk on I'm so happy. And I'm sure the majority of the population would go, "We're in the middle of a pandemic. What do you mean, I'm so happy? What kind of talk is that? I'm not happy. I have to stay home and I can't be with my friends like I want to be with them. I've got to keep social distance. I got to wear a mask." You know, or someone who's worried about their income or their jobs, and lots of people are. "What are you doing talking about I'm so happy?" Reactive. See, we don't realize, most people don't realize that they can determine their thoughts, or at least where they focus their mind, and can be happy in the middle of what's going on, no matter what's happening. That's what I started to learn in college. I was inspired by an example that Dr. Peel told of a business person who came to him one day, was a very unhappy person, and he explained happiness has to do with your habitual ways of thinking. Wow. And you can control that. So he shared with this person a powerful technique, which I practiced myself, which was make a list of situations, things, ideas, thoughts that make you happy, that trigger happiness for you. And the person went away, came back a few weeks later and was a different person, and said, "Dr. Peel, I'm amazed. At first, I was skeptical about what you were asking me to do. Whenever I would have a negative thought, I'd pull out the list like you told me, and I would begin to read the list. And so I developed a habit of replacing negative thoughts, negative trains of thoughts, with positive thoughts, with good thoughts. And I'm a different person." Well, I did the same thing. I started to condition and train my thinking to focus on what made me feel good. I remember specifically one day, my girlfriend and her family and I were going on a vacation, camping in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. And we were about to take the journey, and I was a passenger in the car. And I remember thinking, all right, for the next few minutes, I'm just going to think about things that I'm grateful for in my life. I'm going to test this idea. Like when Marcus Aurelius, the emperor, they called him the last great emperor of Rome. He said, "Your life is what your thoughts make it." And I thought, I'm going to test that. And so for the next few minutes, I just thought positive thoughts. And sure enough, in 10 minutes, I felt elated. I thought, wow, this really works. I can consciously choose what I want to focus upon, and it will change how I feel. It works. And it does work. It works amazingly well. Because our life is what our thoughts make it. There's a heaven or hell in here based on what we're thinking about and what we're focusing upon. We know that thing about two prisoners behind bars. One looked out the window and looked at the mud. The other looked up and saw the stars. Where we focus our attention determines how we feel. So how did this title, I'm So Happy in a Pandemic, come from? Well, last Sunday I started thinking about, all right, what's going to be my topic for the following Sunday? And I brainstormed ideas. And here's the thing. That morning I had used a new pillow, which I think triggered tension where I had a headache all day. Not only all day, it went into the night. And before I went to bed, I said to Spirit, Spirit, what should next Sunday's topic be? Because nothing was really ringing true for me. And I had a headache all night. And the next morning I woke up and in my head was the thought, I'm so happy. And I was supposed to play in a golf tournament that morning on Monday. And I thought, well, maybe this is just a boost for me to get the trend of my thinking going in the right direction, because I always want to be happy. In fact, that's a great spiritual practice, to just focus on choosing to be happy and making the commitment to be happy. You know why that's so great? Because then you start to see the patterns of thinking and the beliefs and the attachments that aren't happy. Then you go, oh, wait a minute. I'm not happy right now. Let me bring myself back to being happy. So I thought, well, maybe that's the title that I'm supposed to speak on for next Sunday. And I ran it by a few people and they said, yeah, I gave them different options and they all liked that title. So that's what we've got today. I'm so happy. And it's really been the core idea of my ministry is about inner joy and inner happiness, because that was the very first thing that I learned that meant so much to me. That you can change your focus and change how you feel, no matter what's going on around you. And you know, I've experienced this in not only during the pandemic. Fortunately, I'm not dependent on looking for a job or needing money, and I am fortunate in those regards. But I also have a lot of the restrictions that everyone else has. And I also had COVID for about 2 weeks, and it was not fun. It wasn't mild. I had a headache for 5 days, in fact. And I've had lots of challenges, big challenges that would have brought a lot of people under, really. And you know some of those challenges. But because of this awareness of where we focus our thoughts and our attention impacts how we feel, and because I know there's a wellspring of consciousness inside of me, whatever you want to call it, the source, being, the presence, I've been able to move through these challenges very peacefully and with joy and with this ever new joy that's always available. And you can do the same. You can do the same because it's within you. So for one, you can make a list if you need a boost in keeping your thoughts positive. If you tend to get into a habit of complaining or focusing on what's wrong and what's going on in the news and the latest absurdity that's happening in the world, and you need to retrain your thinking because happiness is a habit, then make a list of things that make you happy. I mean, little things, simple things. Well, I love looking at the face of a baby, or I love looking up at the blue sky. You know, whatever little things. I love looking at flowers. Then do that. Make a list that you can pull out whenever you need to to replace whatever negative thinking that you have and develop a habit of happiness, so to speak. It really does work. Now, let's go deeper with this, because the idea that really got me the most from the very beginning was the one I read in that book that I picked up, To Know Yourself, by Indian teaching and an Indian teacher. His name was Swami Satchidananda. Now, if you're not used to Indian ideas, then that might be a mind blower for you. But you know, the word Satchidananda is a term that Indian teachings use for God. It means conscious, eternal bliss. That's one interpretation of it. Or consciousness, being, bliss. However you want to look at it. That describes the nature of the underlying consciousness that's under all form. It's being, it's intelligent, universal consciousness, and it's joy. And because you're an expression of it, like a wave is an expression of the ocean, you also are an expression of joy. You are Satchidananda. Now, what that means is you are an expression of joy and happiness, because the verse I read in that book was, you are happiness personified. In other words, the nature of reality is consciousness, is happiness, and you are happiness personified. You're the image of happiness, created in the image of God. You're created in the image of happiness. And you don't need anything outside of you to be happiness, to be happy. It's your true nature. See? That's the real message that I'd like you to get today. You can use external things to help you be happy, that happiness list. You can ask yourself questions like, what am I most happy about right now? Or what could I be happy about? What am I most grateful for? Or what could I be grateful for? What am I most excited about? Or what could I be excited about? Who loves me and who do I love? Those are prompts for your thought process. See, those are, I'm happy because of this and that and so on. That's fine, because we're human beings. So your humanness may need that sometime. But you're also a being, human being. You are happiness being you see. So you don't actually need a reason to be happy. I am so happy, period. It's my nature. Just like a baby is happy as long as it's got food and it's not abandoned, it's happy. Most babies, most children under 5, I imagine, are happy as long as they have basic needs met. And you and I are spiritual beings. We are expressions of joy, expressions of happiness. And I can't think of a higher message than that. That's what our soul longs for more than anything. We want to be happy as much as we can. In fact, we want to be happy all the time. I've made a discovery. Now, I've been studying sports psychology for many years. I first read The Inner Game of Golf at the age of 12. And then when I went to college, the summer before I went to college, I started studying psychology as applied to golf. And one thing that I've discovered in the last year is that if I just decide I'm going to be happy, no matter what, no matter how I play, no matter how I feel, no matter where the ball goes, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to choose happiness. I have discovered such a freedom in that, such a joy. Now there's no tension, there's no pressure, there's just enjoyment. And the same can be in our life, no matter what's going on. Now, of course, because of our humanness, there are going to be moments of frustration, anger, sadness, fear. We're going to have those moments. Or maybe they'll extend to hours. But the fact is, if you choose, I'm going to be happy today. I'm going to be happy because I know that my thoughts and what I focus upon determine my level of happiness. But even deeper, I am happiness itself, When you know that, and when you take time to get still, moments of stillness during the day, maybe even just watch your breath for a little bit or whatever kind of meditation you do, meditation practice. When you do that, you tap into Satchidananda, conscious bliss inside of you. Or if you take a moment just to look around at whatever's in your environment without labeling it, without conceptual thinking, then you can tune into that place of stillness inside of you and tap into that joy that's there. So when you do that, you tap into that unconditioned consciousness within you. See, the mind is conditioned. The emotions can be conditioned. We get triggered. But there's that of you that's unconditioned joy. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm interested in living in, and I know you are too. It's making it a habit. It's reminding yourself. So I would encourage you to make a decision that you're going to choose to be happy as much as possible. Let that be your pole star for your focus. So when you're not happy, you're aware of it. And you're like, okay, I got myself. That's not happiness. Let me bring myself back to the pole star of happiness. Happiness is God in you. When you choose joy, when you choose happiness, you're choosing higher consciousness. You're choosing that universal intelligence. You're choosing to align yourself with it. And when you align yourself with it, what does Proverbs say? Delight thyself in the Lord, and he will satisfy the desires of your heart. You become a magnet of wonderful experiences in your life. You're drawn to wonderful things. You're in tune with the rhythm and harmony and divine order of the universe. So that's my challenge to you. I woke up with this headache with the thought, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Well, there may be headaches all around you. You may have big challenges. There may be some things happening in your life that bring a lot of people down. I'm saying, sure, it's natural. You're going to feel sad or challenged. You're going to feel anxious at times, fearful. But don't think that you have to stay there. Don't believe that just because certain things are happening, you have to feel depressed or anxious or fearful because everyone else would under those circumstances. I'm telling you, you don't. When the dearest person in my whole life was dying, Henry, my stepfather, I was amazed at how peaceful I was. I was amazed at being able to feel joy in the midst of someone who I love so dearly passing away. I'm telling you, it's possible. Affirm for yourself, no matter what's going on around you. I'm not saying deny your humanness. I've said it over and over now. You're going to have moments where you're not happy. Feel what you're feeling. Don't judge yourself. But you don't want to stay there because you want to feel joy. Aristotle, the ancient philosopher, said that's our deepest yearning and our highest purpose is happiness. So choose joy, choose happiness, affirm for yourself. No matter what's going on, take a moment to get still and quiet and affirm, I am so happy. Period. Not, I am so happy because the sun's out today. I'm so happy because whatever, my favorite show's on today. I mean, those are fine. That's great to get happy for that. But notice and realize and remember that all joy is within you. It's all within you. Everything else triggers that joy within you. Even eating an ice cream cone. You eat an ice cream cone or a hot fudge sundae, even that, it triggers the joy that's already in you because not everyone likes ice cream. I don't understand it. I don't get that. Everyone should like ice cream, in my opinion. But that's because it really has to do with our minds. We believe we like ice cream, then we like ice cream. It really, joy is within us. So let other things trigger that memory. I am the joy I seek. I am God in me, God expressing as me. That consciousness that is joy, being you and being me. I'd like you to affirm with me. Let's say it loudly to get the attention of our conscious mind. I am so happy. Together, I am so happy. I don't care who hears you. I don't care who hears. My neighbors can probably hear me. Together, I am so happy. All right, now let's say it a little softer. I am so happy. Now, even softer. I am so happy. And now in a whisper, I am so happy. And now mentally, I am so happy. I am so happy. And take it inside and feel the joy of the Lord that is your strength welling up inside of you as you know, I am so happy. I am so happy. Joy is your birthright. Don't let the world squeeze you into its mold, as St. Paul said, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Choose happiness. God bless you.
I'm walking with the Spirit, and I'm talking to the Spirit. I'm learning from the Spirit, and I'm turning to the Spirit. I'm growing within the Spirit, and it's showing through the Spirit. I'm walking with the Spirit in front of me. Well, I'm walking with the Spirit. I'm talking to the Spirit. I'm learning from the Spirit, and I'm turning to the Spirit. I'm growing within the Spirit, and it's showing up, it's showing. I'm walking with the Spirit in front of me. Well, when I find myself in one of those situations that's leading to some kind of drama or confrontation, I go within and get plugged into my friend before it's too late. I put the Spirit in front of me to make those crooked places straight. I'm walking with the Spirit. I'm talking to the Spirit. I'm learning from the Spirit, and I'm turning to the Spirit. I'm growing within the Spirit, and it's showing up, it's showing. I'm walking with the Spirit in front of me. Well, when I find myself in one of those situations, when I don't know what to do and got no explanation, I go within and get plugged in for a revelation. And 10 times out of 9 things will work out fine without my participation. I'm walking with the Spirit. I'm talking to the Spirit. I'm learning the Spirit, and I'm turning to the Spirit. And I'm growing with the Spirit, and it's showing. I'm walking with the Spirit in front of me. I'm walking with the Spirit, and I'm talking to the Spirit. I'm learning the Spirit, and I'm turning the Spirit. Zip the double, and so it. I'm walking with the Spirit in front of me.
Scatty-doop-doop-deep-dap-deep-da. Eddie Watkins. Awesome. I loved it. Thank you so much, Eddie Watkins Jr. and Karen Drucker, for being with us today. Your music helped us feel uplifted and tune in to the joy of the Lord that is our strength. Thank you so much. And I see you now going forward, choosing happiness no matter what's going on around you. Yes, throw a bone to your humanness. When you're feeling less than happiness, don't beat up on yourself. Don't judge yourself. Let yourself feel it. Give yourself compassion and love. And then remember that you have the power to bring your mind back to realize your true nature of unconditioned joy, unconditioned happiness, unconditioned peace. I see you going forth and doing that. I know that you can do it. I know it's your birthright to live in joy, that's what you long for more than anything else. You don't have to die to experience that joy. You just need to die of your humanness that wants to be upset and complain and critical and all that nonsense. But you don't have to give in to that. You can make a choice to choose to be happy today. And I see you going forth and doing that. As Emerson said, don't look to tomorrow. Today is the best day of your life. Let us join together in knowing the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Amen. And now we're going to sing the peace song. Where does peace begin? It begins with you, and it begins with me. Thank you so much for tuning in to our live stream today. May you have a great rest of the day and a wonderful week. Joy to you.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our power, loved ones all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment